link to Hadith studies, because Hadith studies is sort of the most, you're going back to the roots and questioning the original material you're dealing with. So it's kind of, in my mind, a little bit tragic that people get very scared about Hadith, because it's been attacked so much. And it gets made fun of so much by Muslims and non-Muslims. I mean, you have Muslim reformists like, Fatima Mernissi or Nasir Hamid Abu Zaid or, any number of people who basically treat the Hadith tradition as a huge joke. I mean, it's just a laughable joke. Oh, you think that just because you have a chain of transmission to somebody that's true? Haven't you ever heard of the game of Telethon? Haven't you ever played Telethon? It's an idiotic idea. How could you think this works? So the Hadith tradition gets so defamed and criticized that Muslims are very scared about it. And I think that's one of the big problems, is it's tough to get people really talking honestly about the Hadith tradition and not trying to just protect it and protect you from any slander you've heard about the tradition. So it's unfortunate, but I think like any profession, if you go to somebody who's really good, you're going to get a good answer. And the problem is most Muslims think that whoever the local religious authority is knows everything, whereas in reality they probably don't know that much. And that's our problem. We don't have here in America a lot of resources to go to, but inshallah that will change. Inshallah, more people will study Islam, and more people will get confident about their religion and be willing to talk about things in an objective way. Yes.
I guess I'm sort of curious about Shah Waliullah.
Yeah.
And his work. I'm kind of curious about his reception to his work outside India, because I understand a lot of the diasporic Muslim communities, say for example around London, groups like Hizb ut-Tahrir and Tablighi Jamaat do draw upon through their one, as Taliban did, for example, on a lot of the works of Shah Waliullah. I'm curious if there is that kind of reception to his work in other centers of Hadith scholarship, like elsewhere in Egypt, or even the Western category.
Shah Waliullah is, first and foremost, died 1762, right? He's the first and foremost, kind of the epicenter of Hadith scholarship in India, in South Asia. So you can correct me if you think, jump in at any point. And a lot of the reformist groups, like Deoband, like the Barelvis, like the Ahlul Hadith. Am I correct in saying this? So he's kind of the root of everything in South Asia. But he's also a hugely respected scholar in places like Egypt and Morocco. In Morocco, a lot of scholars will tell you that the last real mujtahid, the last scholar who was really an independent mujtahid, who could do ijtihad, was Shah Waliullah. And his works, his Hujjat Allah al-Baligha, the conclusive proof of God, is in some ways it's a masterpiece of analysis. You can read it as a history of Islamic thought.